Milkha Singh.
Milkha Singh, also known as the Flying Sikh, is a former Indian track and field sprinter who was introduced to the sport while serving in the Indian Army. As of 2013, he is the only Indian male athlete to win an individual athletics gold medal at a Commonwealth Games. He represented India in the 1956 Summer Olympics in Melbourne, the 1960 Summer Olympics in Rome and the 1964 Summer Olympics in Tokyo. He was awarded the Padma Shri, India's fourth highest civilian honour, in recognition of his sporting achievements. The race for which Singh is best remembered is his fourth-place finish in the 400 metres final at the 1960 Olympic Games, which he had entered as one of the favourites. He led the race for some time before easing off, allowing others to pass him. Various records were broken in the race, which required a photo finish and saw American Otis Davis being declared the winner by 1/100th of a second over German Karl Kaufmann. Singh's fourth-place time of 45.73 became the Indian national record and held for almost 40 years. From beginnings that saw him orphaned and displaced during the partition of India, Singh has become a sporting icon in his country. In 2008, journalist Rohit Bridgeth described Singh as the finest athlete India has ever produced. In July 2012, The Independent said that India's most revered Olympian is a gallant loser, and noted the paucity of success, 20 medals, achieved by Indian competitors in the Olympic Games despite the country having a population in excess of 1 billion.
Early life.
Milkha Singh was born on November 20, 1929 according to records in Pakistan, although other official records vary. States 17 October 1935 and 20 November 1935. His birthplace was Govindpura, a village 10 kilometres, 6.2 miles, from Muzaffargarh city in Punjab province, British India, now Muzaffargarh district, Pakistan, in a Sikh Rathore Rajput family. He was one of 15 siblings, 8 of whom died before the partition of India. He was orphaned during the partition, when his parents, a brother and 2 sisters were killed in the violence that ensued. He witnessed these killings. Escaping the troubles in Punjab, where killings of Hindus and Sikhs were continuing, by moving to Delhi, India, in 1947, Singh lived for a short time with a married sister and was briefly imprisoned at Tihar jail for travelling on a train without a ticket. His sister, Ishvar, sold some jewellery to obtain his release. He spent some time at a refugee camp in Puranikala and at a resettlement colony in Shardera, both in Delhi. Singh became disenchanted with his life and considered becoming a dacoit but was instead persuaded by a brother, Morkan, to attempt recruitment to the Indian Army. He successfully gained entrance on his 4th attempt, in 1951, and whilst stationed at the Electrical Mechanical Engineering Centre in Secunderabad he was introduced to athletics. He had run the 10 kilometres distance to and from school as a child and was selected by the Army for special training in athletics after finishing 6th in a compulsory cross-country run for new recruits. Singh has acknowledged how the Army introduced him to sport, saying that I came from a remote village, I didn't know what running was, or the Olympics.
International career.
He represented India in the 200m and 400m competitions of the 1956 Melbourne Olympic Games. His inexperience meant that he did not progress from the heat stages, but a meeting with the eventual 400m champion at those games, Charles Jenkins, both inspired him to greater things and provided him with information about training methods. In 1958, Singh set records for the 200m and 400m in the National Games of India, held at Cuttack, and also won gold medals in the same events at the Asian Games. He then won a gold medal in the 400m competition at the 1958 British Empire and Commonwealth Games with a time of 46.6 seconds. This latter achievement made him the first gold medalist at the Commonwealth Games from independent India. As of 2013, he is still the only male Indian to have won an individual athletics gold medal at those games. Singh was persuaded by Jawaharlal Nehru to set aside his memories of the partition era to race successfully in 1960 against Abdul Khalik in Pakistan, where a post-race comment by the then General Ayub Khan led to him acquiring the nickname of the Flying Sikh. Some sources say that he set a world record of 45.8 seconds in France, shortly before the Rome Olympics in the same year, but the official report of the Games lists the record holder as Lew Jones, who ran 45.2 at Los Angeles in 1956. At those Olympics, he was involved in a close-run final race in the 400m competition, where he was placed fourth. Singh had beaten all the leading contenders other than Otis Davis, and a medal had been anticipated because of his good form. However, he made an error when leading the race at 2:50 m, slowing down in the belief that his pace could not be sustained and looking round at his fellow competitors. Singh believes that these errors caused him to lose his medal opportunity and they are his worst memory. Davis, Carl Kaufman and Malcolm Spence all passed him, and a photo finish resulted. Davis and Kaufman were both timed at a world record-breaking 44.9 seconds, while Spence and Singh went under the pre-Games Olympic record of 45.9 seconds, set in 1952 by George Roden and Herb McKinley, with times of 45.5 and 45.6 seconds, respectively. The age noted in 2006 that Milkha Singh is the only Indian to have broken an Olympic track record. Unfortunately, he was the fourth man to do so in the same race, but the official Olympic report notes that Davis had already equaled the Roden-McKinley Olympic record in the quarter-finals and surpassed it with a time of 45.5 seconds in the semi-finals. At the 1962 Asian Games, held in Jakarta, Singh won gold in the 400m and in the 4x400m relay. He attended the 1964 Olympic Games in Tokyo, where he was entered to compete in the 400m, the 4x100m relay and the 4x400m relay. He did not take part in either the 400m or the 4x100m relay, and the Indian team of Milkha Singh, Milkha Singh, Amrit Pal and Ajmer Singh were eliminated when they finished fourth in the heat stages of the 4x400m. There have been claims that Singh won 77 of his 80 races, but these are spurious. The number of races in which he participated is not verified, nor is the number of victories, but he lost a 400m race at the 1962 National Games in Calcutta to Milkha Singh, and he did not finish first in any of his four races at the 1960 Olympic Games or the aforementioned qualification races at the 1956 Olympics. Singh's time in the 1960 Olympics 400m final, which was run on a cinder track, set a national record that stood until 1998 when Paramjit Singh exceeded it on a synthetic track and with fully automatic timing that recorded 45.70 seconds. Although Singh's Olympic result of 45.6 seconds had been hand-timed, an electronic system at those games had determined his record to be 45.73.
Later life.
Milkha Singh was promoted from the rank of sepoy to junior commissioned officer in recognition of his successes in the 1958 Asian Games. He subsequently became Director of Sports in the Punjab Ministry of Education, from which post he had retired by 1998. Singh had been awarded the Padma Shri following his success in 1958. In 2001, he turned down an offer of the Arjuna Award from the Indian government, arguing that it was intended to recognize young sportspeople and not those such as him. He also thought that the award was being inappropriately given to people who had little notable involvement as active sportspeople at all. He said that I have been clubbed with sportspersons who are nowhere near the level that I had achieved, and that the award had become devalued. All of Singh's medals have been donated to the nation. They were displayed at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in New Delhi but later moved to a sports museum in Patiala, where a pair of running shoes that he wore in Rome are also displayed. In 2012, he donated the Adidas shoes that he had worn in the 1960 400m final to a charity auction organized by Rahul Bose, the actor. Singh and his daughter, Sonia Samwarkar, co-wrote his autobiography, titled The Race of My Life. The book inspired Bhag Milkha Bhag, a 2013 biographical film of Singh's life. Singh sold the movie rights for ₹1 but inserted a clause stating that a share of the profits would be given to the Milkha Singh Charitable Trust. The trust was founded in 2003 with the aim of assisting poor and needy sportspeople.
Family.
As of 2012, Singh lives in Chandigarh. He met Nirmalka, a former captain of the Indian women's volleyball team in Ceylon in 1955, and the couple married in 1962. They have 3 daughters and a son, Shiv Milkha Singh. In 1999, they adopted the 7-year-old son of Havildar Bikram Singh, who had died in the Battle of Tiger Hill.
Awards and achievements.
Gold medal, 1958 Commonwealth Games, 400 m. Gold medal, 1958 Asian Games, 200 m and 400 m. Gold medal, 1962 Asian Games, Padma Shri, 1959.